I'm heading to Vancouver to play, hopefully, at Play on Tabletop. But there will be no play. Only pain.
Raiders, ho! Votann treasure lures the worst that the 41st millennium has to offer. The foul Drukhari pirates are tearing into reality, looking for spoils, prisoners, and the trophy of toppling the bearded brethren from their winning ways. Ancient foes are at it again as the war of the beard continues. This is 40K in 40 minutes. Veteran players Skari and JT know each other and the Votann, especially the Drukhari. Backwards and forwards, there are no great mysteries today. Our wily generals are fond of tactical maneuver and KG ploy.
JT in the... Is it a house? Is it an arena? I don't know what we're calling it today, but oh baby, this is gonna be a bit of an Archon off. Kahl versus Archon, Archon versus Kahl. I'm an Archon in my heart, but today, it's for the Dark Can, baby. We diggy hole against my good friend Ridvan Sirmontidas, Mr. Skari himself. The Dark Can.
Hello everyone, I'm Skari from Scardcast, and I'm really excited to play JT today.
The Drukhari have the speed to react, while the Votann may be stuck telegraphing their plan during deployment. Votann's heavier armor protects them, but might make them easier to predict. Buckle up, Buttercup. This is going to be one to remember. The mission is Linchpin, with search and destroy deployment. Home objective worth 3 points, no man's land worth 3 points. If you control your home, no man's land objectives are worth 5 points each instead, to a maximum of 15 points.
Dwarves into elves, it's the War of the Beard 40,000 years from now. I am bringing the Hearthband, which is actually the Grotmus detachment. And it's a ton of fun. It's all about the Terminators.
JT's Hearthband Votann file in behind the famous Kahl. With him, 2 Einhyr Champions and the dainty Memnyr Strategist will lead his units. 10 Hearthkyn Warriors are the backbone. A Sagitaur is the transport. 2 squads of 3 Brokhyr Thunderkyn are fire support. Cthonian Earthshakers are going to provide some heavy fire support. 2 5-strong Einhyr Hearthguard and a 10-strong Einhyr Hearthguard squad. 2 Hekaton land fortresses and 2 3-strong Pioneer squads, along with 3 Ironkin Steeljacks with heavy Volkanite Disintegrators. The Votann have a stalwart crew with some heavy-duty firepower here. The Memnyr Strategist is going to join the Steeljacks and jump in the land fortress along with a unit of Thunderkyn. 3 Thunderkyn beamers are going to go into the other land fortress. 5 Hearthkyn ride in the Sagitaur. Einhyr Champion and 5 Einhyr Hearthguard are going to be deep strike. The Kahl with 10 Einhyr Hearthguard are going in deep strike as well. That's a lot of reserves. This fight is going to escalate.
I'm really looking forward to charging into something and doing monster mortals on the charge, and then not having to worry about any fights first shenanigans or battle shocks. Just murder the elves with a charge and be done with it.
I'm going to be running my Kabalite cartel list that I'll be running at the Wet Coast GT, and I'm hoping to unleash the fury of the Dark Eldar.
Skari's Drukhari are a Kabalite cartel. They're led by Lady Malys and 3 Archons. One's got the Webway All, another has the Informant Network. 2 10-strong Kabalite Warrior squads and a pack of 5 Wracks. 3 Venom transports are going to keep it quick. There's a Hand of the Archon, 2 solo Cronos, 5 Incubi, 10 Mandrakes, 5 more Mandrakes, 2 Ravagers, and some Reavers. Finally, there are 2 5-strong Scourges with heavy weapon squads. That's going to make for a wicked, fast, hard-hitting spread of units. Archon Informant joins 5 Kabalites with guns and a Venom. Another Archon joins some Kabalites with guns and a Venom. The Hand of the Archon gets split into 2 groups. 5 go in the Venom, and the rest go with Lady Malys. Archon with the Webway All and 5 Kabalite Warriors will be in deep strike.
Skari and I are both involved in the Team Canada WTC team. Skari this year has signed on as a coach. He's coaching our guys. I feel very, very nervous for anybody else out there, because this guy is not only cunning, but he's brutal, and he's diabolical, and he's wicked smart. So this is going to be one heck of a fun match. Can't wait to go toe-to-toe with find out who really is the Archon Dwarf of the North.
Magnet Baron. For your rare Earth objects of attraction, look no further. Gamers have trusted their best models to the invisible hand of Magnet Baron for years on years to great success. From one loadout to another, or just the ability to break down for safe transport, the magnets and tools you need to make your hobby dreams a reality are available for a fair price at Magnet Baron. We have been where you are and hate the idea of modifying our perfect paint jobs, but in the end, Magnet Baron's adherence to top quality standards and proven methods make even the most difficult miniature magnetization projects achievable. Hit the link in the description below to support us and lock and load for your next assault on the Gray Monster, Magnet Baron.
Oh, Skari!
Oh, I'm so excited. You know, the last time I was here, I was your ally. Today, I am your brutal enemy.
You are bringing my beloved Drukhari.
And it's your army.
I love the fact that Skari gets to play with my Drukhari today. It's gonna feel weird shooting at my own models, but hey, as long as I win, I'll be fine with it.
You know what kills a Dark Elf?
A Darklands.
Everything.
The joys of toughness 3.
We need to do attack or defender. I roll a 5.
I get a 6.
Oh, come on.
There's no advantage in me letting you go first. It makes no sense. It makes no difference. I will drop the first unit, sir. Guess what I'm doing?
Don't tell me you're putting a unit of sticky troops on your objective.
Funny how that works.
Because you don't have any infiltrators, I can go ahead and kind of put stuff down that doesn't really matter.
The Hammer of Luna is going to go right in this corner.
Kabalite Warriors infiltrate, but not too exposed.
And guess what rule they have?
Sticky objectives.
Cthonian Earthshakers in the ruin at the bottom left. That's a decent hidey hole a bit forward. Kabalites on the home objective.
The volume that unit can put out.
Pioneers bottom left are going in beside the ruin.
The first unit of birds.
Land Fortress number 2, middle left behind that ruin.
Cronos are key in the giving me pain tokens category.
My Sagitaur. These are the Hearthkyn with the guns.
5 Mandrakes. 6-inch denial, deep strike bubble.
Well, that's my last drop.
Pioneers, middle left. Conservative deployment, no surprises. Protect those assets. Votann do have the cutest assets. Head to the Archon with Lady Malys. Top, middle, right on the line. Ravager on the home objective. Venom with the Archon and Kabalites back of deployment near the middle. Ten Mandrakes infiltrate into the ruin.
Well, you're probably going to be lifting things, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, so now I get to redeploy.
Redeploy. Ravager goes into deep strike. Scourge is into deep strike. And the 5-man Mandrakes also are going to join them in the void.
And I am ready.
Do you want to go first or second?
Normally I like going second, but I feel like in this case, going first would be very advantageous to gain space on the table and lock a lot of his very strong units into deep strike.
Cooking in his kitchen.
Good luck, have
3.
fun, sir. Yeah!
He's going first. Best
Good
of luck,
game,
sir.
Skari picks that middle objective as the hand of Archon objective. It's
Time to do some scouts.
Malys is going to scout into the middle objective. Venom scouts forward into the middle ruin.
Now the plan is to send Malys directly at those mortars to kill one of the most dangerous units against my army.
With initiative, the way is clear.
I have my bikes and my bikes.
The Votann's got some scouting as well. Both units of Pioneers scout backwards behind the ruin in deployment zone.
Start of the command phase, I will get a command point. I will also get a paint token.
Secondary draws are marked for death and cleanse.
Well, we're going to mark both Hekaton land fortresses.
Of course.
And we're going to mark the Sagitaur.
Skari is going to pick the Pioneers for his gamma target.
Because if you remove them from the table at the end of the turn, I will just get 3 points.
Smart play. I'm tempted to give it to him because command points at this point of the game are worth way more than just 2 victory points.
Now I have to declare my contract target. Now this is a very interesting conundrum. You don't have a lot of units on the board. I have to pick it now.
Contract target is the Cthonian Earthshakers.
I hold the objective in my zone. I get a yield point for that.
Kabalite, Sticky, the home objective, and the bottom right objective as well. Here they come. Let's see how aggressive Skari goes in round 1.
If Skari stretches to come after my Earthshakers, I think my clapback has the potential to be really, really big.
We will try and run Malys up for a 6-inch charge.
Mandrakes shuffle down, bottom right corner. Scourges advance 18 behind the ruin, bottom right. Not much to shoot at. Cronos advances near the ruin,
That means they move up to 9 now.
helping with screen duty. Cronos hugs the corner of the ruin near that home objective. Venom advances from the back.
Just to start harassing your expansion objective.
Indeed.
Reavers move to the small ruin up top. Ravager moves top right. Hand of the Archon gets out of the Venom that is in the middle ruin, hiding behind the wall, and tags that middle objective. Venom in the middle ruin advances towards JT's deployment in front of the U-shaped ruin. No major risks taken yet.
And that is my movement phase here.
Kabalites cleanse the middle objective. Kabalites also cleanse the bottom right objective.
That'll be a full cleanse.
She smells the enemy before she can see them. Lady Malys, and her hand is going for it. Into the Earthshakers. She makes the charge with a 6.
On the nose. Well,
On
that's
the
actually very
nose.
interesting.
Before I select that unit to fight, I shall use a stratagem for 1 command point called Tailored Toxins.
Critical hits on 5s. A pain token gives Lady Malys lethal hits. It's time to brutalize them.
The Hand of the Archon, 5 models, 7 different profiles. 2 regular close combat weapons, hitting on 3s.
Hand of the Archon kills a model.
Next we'll do the Razor Flail, so 4 attacks hitting on 3s.
I'm on a wound.
She's gonna pull out her Murder Fan.
I love this.
On 2s, 2 saves.
Lady Malys kills the last model, and the Earthshakers are down, executed neatly.
I was able, most importantly, to kill my contract. Now, being locked into a contract, as we all know, if you don't read the fine print, can be very bad.
Well, that's 110 points I'd like to have back.
1 pain token for the kill.
Hazardous roll, she is fine.
Lady Malys in the hand. Get back in the Venom at the end of the fight phase. That's a hit and run at its finest. A surgical strike on his contract target earns no victory points, but JT wants to reposition his Pioneers, so that scores the Gamma target 2 points, and a further 5 from Cleanse is a fantastic opener for the Drukhari. 7-0 into the bottom of 1. I can imagine JT is plotting his revenge. Tormentors are right there, but to attack risks exposure.
I need to, over the next 2 turns, just push back into him.
Secondaries are Cleanse and Assassination. Ooh, the temptation. Lady Malys is right there.
Bit of a bust on my secondaries. Not so good. I get a yield point at the end of the command phase because I control an objective in my deployment zone. I sticky my home objective with my Hearthkyn Warriors.
Land Fortress trundles forward behind the ruin in the middle. Memnyr Strategist and Steeljacks hop out. Land Fortress number 2 moves towards the top left objective, keeping hull down. Pioneers whoosh towards the ruin, see if they can see the Venom. Hearthkyn Warriors get out of the Sagitaur and move towards the Land Fortress. Other Hearthkyn Warriors get into the Sagitaur. That's a hot seat.
We're going to start shooting with the mighty Hammer of Luna. Is going to target your Venom. Magna Rail Cannon.
Magna Rail deals 7 damage, destroys the Venom.
Does it explode? It does not explode, and I will now disembark.
No mortals to Lady Malys's unit for getting out.
Memnyr Strategist is going to go to the Wracks with his bolt pistol. 1 Ironkin is going to shoot the 4 Hand of the Archon he can see, which is Lady Malys's squad. The other 2 are going to shoot the 5 that are on the objective. Split fire to victory! Yay! Bolt pistol from the Memnyr Strategist. He gets a force. He's not good.
2 wounds into Lady Malys. She ignores the first wound allocated to her, so loses only 1.
Now into the Hand of the Archon.
2 go down on the second Hand of the Archon unit.
It's going to be 2 bikes dumping their wad.
Pioneers pelt into Lady Malys's unit, kills the bodyguard unit, and just Lady Malys is left.
The Hand of the Archon is no more, and so goes away their little special rule. Malys is alive. There's a Hekaton that might tank shock her.
The goal would be, if I try the charge, would be to tag her and then springboard into the Hand of the Archon and take the objective away from you. I don't think that's going to work, though. As much as I want to hide my Hekaton Land Fortress, I don't want you to get ahead of me on primary too far. Hekaton Landfort, charging Malys.
Makes the charge on an 8. JT is going to spend 2 command points because Lady Malys's Vect Aura to tank shock. It does 3 mortal wounds.
See if she cares. She takes 2. She is down to 3 wounds remaining. Yes, Malys is alive again.
I'm going to try to send the Hearthkyn anyway.
Need an 11, baby.
It's a 4.
The fort piles in. Land Fortress into the hand of the Archon, kills 2.
Can Malys attack now?
Oh, you can swing.
Oh, baby.
Lady Malys into the Land Fortress does 3 damage with a devastating slash.
Hazardous roll. She has that blade under control, JT. I'm going to spend a pain token.
To pick up the 10-man Mandrake unit. Kronos refunds the token. JT discards Cleanse for a command point, but holds on to Assassination. He yet hopes to kill Lady Malys. Score is 0-7. Votann unable to put numbers on the board in their first go. Drukhari with a respectable lead. Rip into round 2.
Second turn is going to be a pivotal moment in this battle.
That happens on turn 5. Pivotal
Moment.
Turn 2. Skari gains a command point. JT gains a command point. Skari completed his contract last turn, so gets 4 pain tokens up to 5. Secondary draw. Sabotage. And behind enemy lines.
Now, I have a few units in position to get those cards, but I have to get aggressive. Hammer of Luna, will you accept this rose? You have no choice.
Skari chooses Hammer of Luna as the new contract target.
So I spend a stratagem on my Archon that's in deep strike.
Skari is going to use enemies without number. It's not even going to cost him a command point.
And now we go to Battle Shocks. Watch this, boss. No, so close.
The hand of the Archon is scared. The firepower is too hot.
I'm going to get a yield point to go to 3.
A solid 8 points on primary for a 15-0 lead for the Drukhari.
My plan for this turn is relatively simple. Take up as much space on the table and prevent the Terminators and all the reserves from being able to arrive where JT wants them to.
The surviving hand of the Archon advanced to the small ruin down bottom. Cronos, on the home objective, moves forward. Ravager shuffles up the board.
The Dark Lances are they're gonna pop into here like so.
Wrack moves onto the top left objective.
This Archon is going to disembark.
Archon with the Kabalites get out of the Venom at the top middle of the board and move towards the middle objective. Venom then roars into the ruin.
I am going to spend a single pain token.
For extra movement for the Reavers to fly them into JT's deployment zone to score behind enemy lines. The speed!
1 dice for each bike on 4 pluses to do devastating mortal wounds.
Deal 2 mortal wounds on the Steeljack with their eviscerating flyby ability. Overwatch with the Memnyr is usually free, costs 1 because of the special aura.
I really need these Reaver jet bikes to not die right now. Behind enemy lines will be 3 points, and if they die to this Overwatch, I'm going to be in a bit of a pickle.
2 Reavers tumble from their bike seats, but the champion will still score.
One of them, the only one I needed.
Archon and Kabalites get out of the Venom near the middle right back of the board. Move on to the ruin, middle right. Lady Malys falls back from the Land Fortress with an artful handspring. Scourges deep strike into the ruin on Skari's home objective.
Now we dive into the shooting phase.
Let the shooting begin. Hopefully, my Hekaton can live through this turn, and if it does, that is bad news bears for the Drukhari.
This Ravager that's right here is going to take a shot at your wounded Hekaton. 3s to hit, 6s are lethals.
No damage! The fortress shields hold. Skari spends a pain token on the Scourges for re-roll hits and refunds it with the Cronos, that nifty combo there.
1 is going to try a hit here, and then 3 that can see are going to shoot into the Hekaton.
Scourges in the Land Fortress, and the Steeljacks do no damage. They fire and fade behind the ruin. Being able to shoot without getting shot in return is so good. Well, better when you actually kill what you shoot at.
The Hammer of Luna is holding so far.
Definitely holding a lot better than I expected. Another pain token, this time on my 2nd unit of Scourge. Do I get it back? I do!
Command point on Tailored Toxins will allow crits on 5s into that Hammer of Luna.
4 shots hitting on 4s.
Again, no damage! They fire and fade behind the ruin. Sneaky.
This Hekaton is being a little bit more annoying than I would like. A pain token on this Archon's unit.
And does not get refunded by the Cronos this time. Archon and the Kabalites fire into Hammer of Luna. 3 damage, not bad.
That Ravager does not have a choice. They're just going to shoot at those bikes. Let's see if we can kill a model.
Darklance slices into the Pioneers, scratch one bike and another to one wound.
This Archon's unit is now going to spend a pain token to shoot at the Hekaton fortress. The Shredder, however, is going to fire at your Steeljack. Do I get my pain token back? I do not. So I have a blast pistol.
More Kabalite firepower lashes the Hammer of Luna. The land fortress goes down. Massed firepower overcoming the armored Hulk.
Yes! Yes!
Fart knocker.
Finally, it only took my whole army.
I just made him waste his entire army's shooting. I've disembarked.
You blow up.
Oh, the opposite of a sick.
One mortal wound on the Thunderkyn ejected from the land fortress.
That will give me a pain token, go up to 3 pain tokens. However, I do have one more gun left.
On an objective. Ooh, that's
I make them both.
These Kabalites back here will start the sabotaging.
Wracks shoot their shot into the Steeljacks, do no damage but force a battle shock.
I get a pain token for that.
Indeed.
Venom, that did not advance, is going to fire everything at your Thunderkyn.
Venom in the middle ruin, top sprays needles into the Thunderkyn, kills 2.
The Reaver Jetbike's blaster will try and shoot the last
You will
Thunderkyn.
try.
Can't find the range, no damage. Hand of the Archon aims at the Pioneers, kills the wounded biker. Great shot.
This army does way more shooting than I'm used to. I'm going to charge with the Archon
Archon and Kabalites charge into the Steeljacks.
to the fight phase.
Skari is going to spend a pain token on the Archon and Kabalites for re-rolling to hit.
Regular close combat weapons hitting on 3s with 4 rerolls to hit. Fancy. You're very tough.
2 up.
Poison weapon.
Skill and sharp blades take down 1.
The Archon.
Archon will show them a display of martial prowess, kills the rest, leaving just the Memnyr cowering. Archon and Kabalites get back into the Venom at the end of the fight phase.
I rolled just enough on the charge. I didn't have to engage the character, allowing me to get back in the Venom. This unit of Kabalites is going to also hop back into this Venom here.
JT picks up the lone Pioneer back into reserves. 3 points for behind enemy lines, and sabotage is ongoing. Score rising 18-0. Skari has got to be feeling like he has JT right where he wants him. I suspect JT is not out of options here. The Votann still have a full suite of tools available and a massive chunk of points teleporting into the fray to bolster his cause.
He's going to try to build up a lead and not worry about it so much, but I am sneaky. Wait a minute, I'm a dwarf. I'm not sneaky. Am I doing this wrong?
Secondaries are Assassination, that was kept from last round, and Storm, hostile objective. Go forth and conquer! Yield points, a gain of 3 up to 4.
I do have to test for my lone Thunderkyn. He's okay.
3 primary points put JT on the board. 3 to 18, nothing to sniff at. Rockenstone! Hearthkyn moved from the ruin on JT's home into the middle.
Memnyr Strategist is going to push to the objective.
Land Fortress rolls onto the top left objective. Thunderkyn clamber out of the Land Fortress onto that objective.
Advance my Sagitaur.
Sagitaur advances towards the small ruin at the bottom.
They can get the Hearthkyn out so they can do some damage.
From reserves, the lone Pioneer comes down at the back of JT's deployment zone and passes his battle shock test. Eugene Bosshart and his Hearthguard, they're going to deep strike in.
It's a bit of a defensive play with them, just because you pressed so far forward. So I'm going to Materialization Matrices.
That's going to give him a 6-inch deep strike for the Einhyr Champion and his Hearthguard onto that top right objective. Pioneers come down at the top left back of the board to screen.
Let's begin with the fun stuff. Brokhyr Thunderkyn, firing into your Venom. Challenge becomes, I minus 1 hit you because you're stealth.
Well-targeted beams rip the light vehicle apart.
Does it explode? It does not, and I will disembark my unit.
Archon and the Kabalites tumble into the middle objective.
Do I take damage?
1 lost. Pioneer autocannons bark at to the Reaver. Explosive shells take it down. The light vehicle's skin vulnerable to the deadly bullets.
My Thunderkyn is going to target your Ravager.
I will spend the CP to use my stratagem called No.
Deadly deceivers on that Ravager to give it an 18-inch lone operative.
You're just out of range. You can shoot at something else. And yes, I know you have a Hekaton that can shoot me, but it'd be better to have full wounds when you shoot me than not full wounds. I still have my cover, which should help me survive against the Hekaton land fortress.
So the Cronos is getting shot by the lone Thunderkyn in the middle of the board, hitting you on force. Lethal's on 6s though.
5 up save. Cronos. I'm down to 4 wounds remaining.
Hearthkyn are going to shoot your Cronos.
Hearthkyn take out the lone Kabalite at the bottom.
All of my bolters into the Archon squad on the objective.
Hearthkyn blast into the Archon unit on the middle objective. One alien bites it. Hearthguard have a shot into the Wracks on the top left objective. Well-placed headshots kill them all.
All the guns from the Hekaton Land Fortress are going to go into your Ravager.
Let's see if my plan pays off.
4s. 4 lethal hits.
5s to save, and I take 12 damage.
Who says the beamers aren't good against vehicles? Bye-bye.
Does he explode? He does not.
And the Ravager is punched out of the air. Drukari firepower is falling fast.
This is a very mad, very grudge-filled Hekaton.
Skari spends his Archon's once per game ability to unbattle shock his unit on the middle objective.
To make sure they're available for heroic intervention or anything like that.
Hearthguard on JT's home objective failed to charge into Lady Malys. Hearthkyn make the charge into the Archon unit in the middle.
The mighty Hearthkyn and their charge.
2 go down.
That will leave the Sergeant and the Archon.
Archon, grinning, slices into the Hearthkyn. Skari spends a pain token for reroll to hit.
On a 4+, I will get it back. I do. Hopefully I can kill enough Hearthkyn to take that objective back.
2 warriors succumb to the poison blades.
He's not scoring that. I out-OC him there. Pretty much everything that was exposed is dead. But the challenge becomes, again, I'm not scoring.
The pain engines are running hot, feeding the Drukari the power they crave. Drukari lead 21-3. 3 points from Sabotage to keep the Votann on the back foot, even as losses mount.
I lost quite a lot of things. I still have enough to stay in this game. My plan in the next turn will be to basically focus very hard on JT's objective on his home in order to force him to send resources to protect his linchpin.
Secondaries are Area Denial and Display of Might. Get into the middle and show that this battlefield is the Drukari's playground of pain.
I get an influx of pain tokens.
Skari completes his contract, killing the land fortress to go up to 8 pain tokens.
My enemies without number once again with Archon Skari himself, who,
The Blade.
the Blade, is bravely hiding in Deep Strike. Will this Hearthguard unit take my rose? Nope, don't answer. You don't get to answer.
JT gains 4 yield points to go up to 8 and will go into Fortify Takeover. Archon on the middle objective passes Battle Shock. Primary score 8 this round, 29-3. Drukari are running away with it. Ravager on the bottom right ruin moves to the middle, hugging the ruin. Kabalites move from the bottom right ruin towards the middle. Scourges in the bottom right ruin flit out to see the Sagitaur. Scourges in the home ruin fly on the second floor to gain line of sight.
Make sure there's no room for a giant unit there. Falling back, the Archon and friends.
Archon's unit hop out of the Venom in behind the middle right ruin.
What does Malys want to do? Ah, let's go, Malys!
From reserve, Mandrakes teleport in behind the small ruin at the top middle.
Now we get to shoot again.
Indeed we do.
1 command point for Tailored Toxins. Ravager shooting into your Hearthguard. Go, Ravager, go!
JT spends 2 command points on command reroll. It still fails. 3 armored warriors are atomized. Mandrakes shoot the Hearthkyn in the middle. They kill the entire unit. 1 more pain token for the pile.
I've decided that my dice don't like me, and they like Skari, and they're traitorous bastards, and I want them fired.
My Darkland Scourge can all see your Terminators.
Skari spends a pain token for reroll the hits, kills the unit, and the character gains 2 pain tokens.
Bang, boom, baba, baba.
Ooh, that's not good.
That sucked out loud.
That was bad.
Scourges fire and fade back into the home ruin.
And I killed the Einhyr Champion as well. Only 1 left. Well, since my Scourges are on a roll, I might shoot my second unit of Scourges at your Sagitaur.
Skari spends the pain token for reroll hits. Again, the deadly fire finds its mark. Destroyed.
Wrong army. Does not explode.
I'm gonna move these guys back. This unit of Kabalite Warriors that did advance into your little Hearthkyn. I'm gonna spend a pain token. Do I spend it though? Yes, I go down to 8. 3s to hit with sustained.
Fire into the Hearthkyn. Kills 2.
At Cronos, his flamer, into that unit of
Into
Arc.
these guys
Correct.
here.
No wounds.
Well, it had to slow down eventually.
That's right.
Cronos on the middle objective, tries its luck into the Thunderkyn in the middle. 1 wound.
It is time for Kabalite Warriors with an Archon, and they're going to shoot everything at your Memnyr.
Spends a pain token for reroll hits.
Do I get my pain token back? I do. It's free again. Blast pistol.
Down to a wound.
The Memnyr goes down, writhing in pain, screams, echoing in the glassy helm. Cronos in the middle, charges into the Thunderkyn. It makes it. Lady Malys takes on the Hearthguard on JT's home ruin. More pain, more blood, more poison.
I will begin with my Cronos, who will use a pain token.
Cronos' tentacles wrap around the Thunderkyn, chokes the life from the Thunderkyn. Cronos heals 3 wounds back, 2 full, thanks for the snack.
Alice is going to use a pain token, so she's going to go for lethals.
Skari spends a command point for Heroic Challenge. That's going to give Lady Malys precision in the ensuing fight phase.
Lady Malys has to run up to that Einhyr Champion and cut his head off. I'm going to start with her fan.
The ladies' fan. All good.
So close. And here is the Lady's Blade.
Malys kills 2 Hearthguard and the Einhyr Champion. What a display.
With the Lady's Blade just cut down not only the champion, but almost half the entire squad of Terminators.
Malys passes her hazardous test. The remaining Hearthguard into Malys.
Graviton hammer.
Oh, she finally goes down.
But she did her job. You finally got your assassinate.
JT picks up both Pioneer units at the end of the fight phase. They zoom off.
My Venom will be picking up my squad.
JT will finally score. Assassination for taking down Lady Malys in the fight phase. The tenacity. 5 points for Votann. Area Denial scores a big 5. And Display of Might for another 4. Make the score 38-8. As we head into the last turns of the game. Votann are not out of the running by any means, but JT will have to play his heart out to oust Skari from his perch.
So I did hit JT pretty hard. Let's see what this old grappler has in store for me.
Defend stronghold and engage on all fronts. That's a tall order for little legs. Be at home and all over all at the same time.
There are no battle shocks to take.
JT's at 10 yield points at this point, put him deeply into Fortify Takeover. JT spends a command point on New Orders. New Orders, flip, bring it down. Okay.
I just doubled my potential secondary then. I am going to score 8 points on primary.
Punt the stunty score right up to 16. Still in the hunt, eh?
Advancing my Hearthkyn.
Hearthguard stomp to the middle from JT's home ruin. Land Fortress rumbles towards the top. Hearthguard shuffle on the top left objective. Lone Pioneer top left corner and passes his battle shock. Other Pioneer unit comes in on the bottom left.
JT is lining up some crazy shooting.
JT spends a command point on Materialization Matrices to 6-inch deep strike the 10-man Hearthguard led by the Kahl. Tech play for precision positioning. Skari uses the enhancement Webway All to rapid ingress his Archon unit with the Incubi for free.
JT could do a lot of damage to me this turn.
My 2 bikes are going to shoot your Cronos force with reroll 1s.
1 damage to the strange contraption. Hearthguard shoot the Cronos. 3 damage. Cronos on 4 wounds.
So I'm going to put all of my rockets into the Kabalites.
10-man Hearthguard is going to split fire into both Cronos and the Kabalites.
5 Volkite into the Cronos.
Cronos on the middle objective takes only 2 wounds. Cronos in the bottom middle, feeling no pain. Cronos alive on 1 wound. Hearthguard finally kill a unit, take down those weakened Kabalites.
It is a kill, but it's not a bring it down, which is brutal. Targeting your Ravager with my Conversion Beamer.
Skari spends a command point on Deadly Deceivers. That's going to give the Ravager an 18-inch lone op. Get that gunboat. Oh, where did it go? Land Fortress selects the Archon unit near the top left middle objective as the new target.
2 twin bolt cannons into the Archon and his squad. Mater autocannon is going to go into the Mandrakes.
Land Fortress blasts the Mandrakes. Only finds 1 Gloomstalker.
The twin bolt cannon into the Archon and his Kabalite.
Kills the Kabalite, but the Archon makes all his saves. Shadowfield.
And now the big gun. First one. Yes. Last one, baby. Yes!
Shadowfield! I'm going to make the 9-inch charge from my bike.
Pioneers fail the charge into the Cronos. Hearthguard are into the Cronos in the middle. Charge the horror. End its torment.
Charge the Mandrakes with my Hekaton Land Fortress.
Yep.
Hearthguard hacking at the Cronos. 2 damage, but the thing still twitches.
Oh, it's disheartening, sir. Into your Mandrakes.
No damage.
I cannot believe this. This is so dumb. This is so dumb.
I'm gonna fight you back. So I'm gonna take a pain token on that Cronos.
And refunds it.
3 anti-infantry 2+. That is 4 saves at AP 1.
One guy's got a wound.
Mandrakes, Bale Blasts, Read the Land Fort. 3 devastating wounds.
JT did no damage this turn.
I will never lament dice rolls. That is not why you lose. However, it is definitely not why you win. That is for dang sure.
Not enough chutzpah to fell the twisted Cronos. That's going to leave JT out in the cold on the secondary score so far.
The smart play would be to try to get rid of 1 for a command point, but no, I'm going to keep them because I need to score the damn things, and because I'm way down on
Scoring
points.
is important.
There are go turns, there are gone turns, there are what the hell just happened, and then there are where are my pants. What?
Skari gets 4 more pain tokens for completing his contract on the Hearthguard unit. Secondaries are Storm Hostile Objective and Defend Stronghold. Good opportunities here to run up that score.
The Rose phase.
Skari will use the Archon's free stratagem for enemies without number. That's going to make the 10-man Hearthguard the new target.
You will owe me some battle shock
I
tests.
do.
Kronos in the middle. Objective. It fails.
And the other Cronos?
It's fine.
8 more primary points for a huge 46 points to JT 16. Kronos with 1 wound attempts to move.
The moment your Cronos goes, brrr, bang, I'm shooting him with my entire unit of Hearthguard.
The Kronos finally goes down, and that's the bring it down target he was looking for.
I had to move that Cronos. It just forces that Overwatch. It also frees up my Incubi so they don't get Overwatched by moving close to that Hearthguard, as I feel like they're going to be the thing that can deal with that unit.
The Immortal Archon shifts towards the top left objective. Ravager moves on the bottom right objective.
So they're going to make sure that they can see the Kahl and the bikes.
Kabalites shuffle on the home objective. Scourges in the home ruin fly towards the middle. The Archon and his unit get out of the Venom and move towards the middle objective. They're going to score Storm Hostile Objective. The plan is coming together nicely. Venom zooms onto the middle objective.
Now these Mandrakes get to do some fun.
Mandrakes deep strike behind JT's army in his home ruin.
I'm going to spend a command point on Taylor Toxin.
Ravager opens up into the 10-man Hearthguard.
4 rerolls to hit.
Tycho, stop teaching him how to roll dice, please. It's so good, dude.
4s.
Oh no!
Ah, boo. 3.
What? Can you stand here the rest of the game, please? 3 5-ups.
Kills 1.
1. Just 1. So my Venom is now going to shoot.
JT uses his enhancement Bastion Shield and a yield point to reduce the armor penetration by 1. For the ancestors.
2 ups.
Box in the box.
We're good.
So my Scourges are going to use a pain token to shoot at your bike. 4s with rerolls looking for sustains.
Another jet bike biffed, then fade behind the ruin. Deadly Phantoms. Scourge at the top right split fire into the bikes and the land fortress.
Give them a pain token. Do I get it back? I do not. Dark Lances will shoot the bikes.
Scourges get the Pioneer squad to succumb and get a pain token for it.
Pistol into the land fort on 3s.
No damage to the land fortress, and fire and fade towards the middle ruin aggressively.
This Kabalite Warrior squad is going to shoot at your Hearthguard. I will spend a pain token. Do I get it back? Thank you, Cronos. Yes, I do.
The poison is taking hold. Kills 1, wounds 1.
This entire unit of Mandrakes,
Mandrakes.
except for 1 that's not going to shoot.
Mandrakes Balefire blasts the Pioneer and frees the Rider solid.
And now we're going to go ahead and use a pain token on that Cronos in combat. Do I get it back? I do. It's going to flame the Hearthguard right in front of him. D6 hits for 4.
3 ups.
Kills 2 Hearthguard and heals back 3 wounds. That thing is assimilating.
That is the end of my shooting phase.
Finally.
Archon unit charges into the Hearthguard, screaming for blood. The Immortal Archon into the Thunderkyn at the top left. Here comes the pain.
Then my Mandrakes are going to try and take down your strongholds. Let's go, Shadows! Ah! Archon in the middle of the
I
board.
don't know if you can actually fail. You tried. You very much tried.
Battle Shock from the Incubi.
Believe the Kahl's a 6. Oh, an 11 is good.
That means I don't get +1 to hit.
I just need to weather the Incubi. I've got an invuln. I've got a decent armor save.
Skari spends his pain token on the Archon unit.
Oh, that's disgusting. 17 dice, and he rolled 7 sixes.
Incubi Master Killers slay. Archon incapacitates 2 more, and the unit is gone. Thus completes his contract again.
To do the math, I did 16 attacks with my Incubi and rolled 7 sustained hits.
I think Tycho has been messing with his dice.
Archon trying to kill some Thunderkyn.
Spends a pain token and kills 1 more.
You're gonna force me to come in and fight.
I am.
And this mess.
Archon unit into the Hearthguard on the middle objective.
Do I get a pain token back? I do not. Use.
A pain token and some fancy blade work cuts the fight out of their bodies.
I'm gonna punch your Mandrakes.
Crushes 2. Mandrakes deal 2 devastating wounds. The Kahl sets into the Archon's Incubi and sends one of them reeling. Thunderkyn punch at the Archon, but they're too slow. No wounds.
Yeah!
The end of Torment is right there. Death beckons. Skari nabs 4 for storm hostile objective, but JT defends his stronghold for 3, and 4 more points for Bring It Down, and the score is 23-50. Secondaries draw, a tempting target, and establish locus.
I will give you this one over here.
Oh, it just keeps going. The hits just keep on hitting.
JT goes up to 14 yield points. Lots and lots of yield points. 8 primary points for holding objectives is great. 31-50. JT spends a command point on unyielding aggression on his Thunderkyn at the top left objective so he can fall back and shoot and charge. The Kahl falls back.
Let's start the shooting, shall we?
The Land Fortress splits its fire into the Mandrakes, Cronos, Scourges, and the Archon at the top right.
Conversion beamer into the Cronos.
Cronos, it dies! The thing can die! Mandrakes, lit up! The unit evaporates like smoke.
I have been a turn behind this entire game. Scourges now.
Scourges, kills 3! Not fast enough, birdie!
The conversion beamers at the Archon.
The immortal Archon, he can bleed! The firepower is too much!
Finally, I killed him!
Hearthkyn shooting the Mandrakes, kills 4, 6 remain screeching for revenge.
You're on 2 objectives. If I take your stronghold away, you only score 6 primary, and it might keep me in the game.
Land Fortress attempts to charge into Skari's home objective, a decisive move.
I don't have a reroll for this, but it's like about a 10-ish charge. It's a ridiculous charge.
It's a 7.
No! The machine fails at the final hurdle.
I couldn't get to his home objective. It was a Hail Mary attempt anyway.
The Drukari secure their stronghold and push the lead 53-31. The Hero Fortress manages to kill 3 in a volley, but was unable to crush the enemy home objective.
This has been a real chess match back and forth, and it was who blinked first.
Secondary draw is secure no man's land and no prisoners. A big 13 primary points to 66 proves too much for JT, and the towel is thrown.
I shall acquiesce, sir. You are the Archon of the North for now, but you did it with my army, so I'm going to call it a victory.
I will take that, JT. Thank you so much.
Drukari victory 76-41. Thank you, Skari, and thank you, JT, for putting up a valiant fight against a murderous foe. Against your own Drukari to boot.
The dice were just not in my favor, and that's okay. We both played one heck of a game.
I had a great time with JT. It was at a razor's edge. Could have gone either way, and it just happened to snap in my direction there, which I won't say no to. As an Archon, I do derive power from pain.
Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate you all being here.
I am Tycho, the Child of Chaos, and it was a joy to do the commentary for you all today.
Of course, I'm Skari. You can find me at Scarredcast on YouTube, and I do Dark Eldar content or Black Templars. And thank you to Play On for everything you do.
Thanks as well to our sponsor, Magnet Baron, and let's not forget the Play On Tabletop production team. That is such a pleasure to work with. Most of all, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and consider becoming a member for all sorts of exclusive content and access to the Play On Tabletop Discord, where folks such as yourself share how they find the fun and inspire each other to play. That's it. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. So, until we see you next time in the grim darkness of a far-flung future, play on.